Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is Thursday, April 5th, 12:27 hours. Tell them who you are!
Jason Hopkins, KF4PMY, my son Joseph Hopkins.
Okay, there's a couple more hiding in the back.
Oh, yeah, the two that are hiding, Zachary, my nephew, and then his friend Terrence.
Okay, so what's your story?
I'm an industrial mechanic for a company in LaPorte. I tinker with anything I can, and you guys need equipment, and I happen to have a bunch of old Coco equipment. So
you tell people what Coco is, and let's show them what you got.
Coco is, the name Coco is short for color computer. It was one of Radio Shack's second line of computers, if I remember correctly. The first were all the Model 1s, Model 2s, and Model 3s.
Yeah, the Trash 80 stuff.
Yeah, these are the TSR 80 color computers.
Okay. You want to go through the pile and show people what you brought in?
Yeah.
Okay.
This big old box here was a old Coco 1 BBS.
Dig into it, man. Get in there. Got it. People want to see.
That my dad.
This is neat stuff.
Was given to my dad. I think the only thing I don't have with it is an original monitor. But there's
It's just composite out, so we can fake that easy enough.
Yeah. Here's an adapter box somebody made, which was homegrown equipment. It was really popular for those. Here's one of our RS-232 cards for the drives. This is a word pack. Word pack, I believe, was for a word processor, which probably helped run the printer.
Yep. We've got cartridges. Diagnostics. So you hold that like that, and somebody's going to turn that into a wallpaper. What do you got? Power supply? Drive?
I'm not quite sure.
What do you got here? Speculator. Which is totally not a VisiCalc clone, not even a little bit.
5 1/4 drive.
Oh, okay. Handyman. I have no idea what Handyman is.
I don't even. Some weird wall warts.
Serial parallel interface, and you can pick your baud rate here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, probably 96 baud.
I don't know about 90, probably 1200,
Yeah.
300, 1200, that range. It might be, it's a modem 1. It might be old enough that it could be like a 75, 115, where there were different up and down speeds. But it's probably like a 300 baud.
Two more old ancient 5 1/4s. That one
Full height and a half height.
Yeah, that one looks like it probably came out of an old Model 1.
That is so cool. This is Computer Museum gold for us. Now, what else do we have?
One working, or when I tested it 2 years ago, RGB monitor.
Okay.
That can be used on the Coco 3, which was the last color computer Radio Shack made.
128K. There's more memory in my watch.
And here,
EEPROM fun.
yep, EEPROM burner, of which I don't have the card for.
I've got a duplicate one of these in the museum, and I think we do have the card for it, so this could go into use.
And then
That's an eraser?
Yes, ultraviolet eraser.
Those are so cool.
And
I still think that's half magic. It's just cool. You pull back a sticker and you can erase a chip with light.
And bunch of different EEPROM chips.
Okay.
Some might have information on them, some could be blank.
Okay. Now these don't look like EEPROMs. They don't have windows on them. This looks like chips. Here, we'll dump them out and the viewers can tell us what they are. Because there are people here. Sorry about the angle, guys. It takes 2 hands to do this. It's stuck in there. Like Gunji. Alright guys, what are these? Wait for focus. What do we got there? Identify those chips. All right, what do you got? Those are EPROMs.
And these are EPROMs. There's the magic window.
Now, see, here's a neat little thing. For those of you that aren't into chips, this is actually really cool. This is, here's just a chip, right? And you're used to seeing chips like that. Well, on EPROMs, there's a little window in the top, and I'm going to hold this so I can get it in a clear field so we can get the focus on it. Hold that back. All right, if you look in there, come on, focus. It's really hard. There we go. Okay, see that little thing down in there? In the intermittent focus? That is the actual chip down in there. And it's really hard to get to focus because it's reflective. Maybe I can get it there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's... focus is going nuts. But that is the chip, the actual chip, the integrated circuit down in there. And it's... the data stored on it is erasable. It's read-only memory, okay, which is ROM, read-only memory. Well, they put a P in front of that, and then it's programmable read-only memory. So it's basically, you can write to it one time and then read from it a lot, like a CD. Well, an EPROM is erasable, programmable, read-only memory. And that means that it's like a CDRW. Okay, so you can erase it, you can rewrite to it, you can do all that jazz. But normally, it's read-only memory unless you have special tools. And the way you erase these, they're so sensitive, they're so delicate, is that you just take the sticker off the little window and shine ultraviolet light in there, and it erases the data, which is really cool. I mean, you're erasing computer data with light. So you're dealing with really tiny stuff here. And then we've got a faceplate off an old computer, and I saw some keys in there, which may fit the faceplate. Yeah, there's some old ace-lock keys. This is neat stuff. Got a chip in there. That's a BIOS from what's the date on it?
My dad, no telling.
12/21. Doesn't say the year.
Well, I grew up around Commodores, Cocos, Model 1s. I think my dad even had some old punch cards from the old punch card readers, so...
So what do we got? We got Megabug.
Yep, and this is another Coco one.
What's that?
That would be another RS 232 pack for drives.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see the drive cables.
This one's not labeled, but that's what it should be.
Okay. And this is, I love it. It's still in the original packaging.
Yes, a gentleman bought it. Wasn't too crazy about it, and it gave it to my dad, and
This has been sitting in a basement for 20, 30 years, hasn't it?
Yeah. I found a Coco 3 at an auction, asked my dad for a copy of OS 9. I mean, one of the basic ways to start learning Linux, as I was always told, because that's one of the places it started from. And he popped up with showed up in my house on his bike with a trailer, and there you go.
That is so cool. A Trash 80 in the original box.
Yes.
And you guys can come play with this stuff. That's the idea. He's donating this. We're going to put this in our museum. And our museum isn't like a normal museum. You go to a normal museum, it's like going to your grandma's house. It's cold, it smells funny, and you can't touch anything. You come here, and these toys are for you guys to come play with. So that these guys, this generation, can come and check out how it all began. Like, it's computer history in your hands. It's tangible, it's real, you can touch it, you can play with it. Because it's really heavy-duty stuff. It's hard to break them when they're that old. They're pretty durable. And if they do break, we've got parts.
Believe it or not, there's still a very big following on those too.
Well, cool. I want to get this big following coming here and hanging out and playing with this stuff.
Yeah, there's actually a couple groups that are still making hardware for them. They have them running...
That's nuts.
I can't talk. SMDI cards for storage.
Okay.
And CD-ROMs on them now.
Oh, that's neat. All right, well, we're going to get all this put away. You guys have fun, and the day's just beginning, so we'll have more as it happens.
I'm sorry, that box is not having aerodynamics. Somebody fell on it.
It's not always cardboard. Sometimes they're sharp.
All 80 pounds of his throbbing manhood crushing.
Most of it's in his boots.
Yeah, well,
Someone packed it a little too strong on the right side. It's like the Senate.
the heaviest part of jabronis is boots, and you're trying to have a guy compact an entire cubic meter of space when if he took the boots off, he could easily get lost down a drain.
At least I weigh more than you.
I don't think you do.
I weigh more than both of you.
The left cheek of your ass weighs more than both of us.
Now what are we doing?
That it?
This is it.
All right. All right, guys, it's 13:46 hours, April 5th. We are officially done with primary packaging, and now life gets a lot easier. So I think it's officially AFO time. So, yeah. Everybody enjoy lunch.
All right.
Yeah.
This is where y'all go, yay!
Everybody wants a nap and a juice box. All right, that's it for the big romping though. So yeah, I think we can do cookies.
You guys want cookies?
Cookies.
I will
just
hook
giving
you up
him
with cookies.
All right, you want to do an Ernie's run?
Yeah.
All right. More later.
I'm having an HR meeting.
Do it in your office.
Move, puppy.
Dog will eventually move. The question is with you.
Dave versus forklift.
Sounds like a fun warrior show. Move your bike, Corey. I'm about to. I gotta swing it that right where your bike is.
caught on the box behind it. Yeah.
So? Problem solved. This is the last stack for today.
So Todd,
Yes, Chris.
what's going on?
Oh, smog pumps. Not a fun thing.
All right, so what's the story here?
Well, the pulley. He threw the pulley, and there's a little collar on this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but down on here there's a collar on the end of the shaft of the pump.
Okay.
It's right here. It's this guy right here. Well, Batman had the thing running, and it decided to loosen up, and the belt come off and snap the belt and everything else. So instead of trying to buy a new smog pump, we decided to modify this one. So what we did was set the collar in place, drill some holes into the shaft, and then give the set screws some points. So when we put those set screws into the collar, it grabs solid on the shaft. It won't come off that shaft again.
Okay.
So now, I tried to put this on because this is it's almost a press fit into the top of that thing. The shaft goes right into that hole.
Okay.
It doesn't go.
Hang on. That mounts to the collar. The collar mounts to the shaft, and it's the collar that has the grub screws.
Yeah,
Right.
and that also heads on
But
to
this
the shaft
this
as well.
hole right here is like there's a smaller shaft that fits.
Yeah,
through the
I got
collar.
that. But the collar's the thing with the grub screws, and it's the part that. So we can leave the collar on, just take the pulley off, and then put everything back together.
Yes,
That's what we're trying to do
that's
right
what we're
now.
trying to do.
Okay.
But this is almost a press fit.
But with the 3 bolts pulling it on, won't that do it?
If the bolts are long enough,
We hope
let's
so.
find out.
Okay.
We think they're long enough, but it's a
If they're not long enough, we can use longer bolts just to get it in place and then put the original bolts back in. Okay.
it's a lot of work for a smog pump.
Yeah. Especially for a smog pump that's dummy and doesn't actually do anything anymore.
Right. That's why I haven't bought a new one.
You gonna die?
Eventually.
Like today?
No, probably not.
Damn. Get in that pool now! First person to correctly guess when Jabroni dies wins a set of Bolt Depot thread gauges.
The most morbid.
Thread gauges ever.
We'll get a pool going.
I can see that you're busy,
Excellent.
Batman, but if and when you get a chance, don't try to thank you.
So yeah, we're plugging away at it, and we should have this beastie running here shortly. I do want to try, and maybe you have some ideas on this. What I'd like to try and figure out is make sure that we don't have any problems with alignment on these pulleys.
Okay.
And I'm not
Got a big old level.
not 100% sure. Yeah, level on an engine that's sitting on an incline.
No, the level is a straight edge for checking parallelism.
Parallel.
Well, eyeballing this right now.
Yeah.
It looks.
And that's assuming the lips are the same. Yeah,
That looks messed up, actually.
it's messed up.
Oh, look down from the alternator pulley down to the.
Yeah, it looks like this is kicked back, doesn't it?
Which means we probably set that pulley too far back.
Well, no, it shouldn't be on an angle at all.
First person to correctly guess, at which point Batman says, "Fuck it," rolls this thing out into the parking lot and puts a lit flare in the gas tank, wins a set of Bolt Depot thread gauges.
Yeah.
Glitch flare, that's funny.
So.
Yeah, it's not how you want to do it. What you want to do is a soda straw and crystal Drano.
Yeah.
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 I don't know anything about blowing up cars, though. Good Catholic boy I am. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. So there's, yeah, and maybe that's why he threw it the last time, is because this thing is out of whack. Well, does it rotate at all?
It's got 2 pins in it, so it shouldn't.
Well, where's the other pins?
Oh, it's 2 bolts. Yeah, bolt 1 that went through the front and bolt 1 that went into the, or bolt 2 went in the back.
Did you already put bolt 2 in?
Uh-huh.
Is it suited up?
They're going to keep doing this for like 2 more hours, and there's a lot of swearing and yelling and throwing of rocks. Hey, in other news, we got a cement mixer! So we can build the ramp over here. We need the ramp in the back out there. Auto, Iris, come on, there you go. Okay, we need a ramp over there. So we got a cement mixer, and it's like, I don't know, like World War II vintage. This thing is ancient, but it's pretty cool. It works. It's got the motor for it. Back in there is painted to match the Mexican flag. And we got a disposable table saw. It's an old Sears Craftsman, and it's completely rusty and nasty, but we can clean it up, and that'll be useful because we're going to beat the hell out of a table saw doing all of those packages that we got to open up. So that's our disposable table saw. I got that across the street at a garage sale for nothing. Where have you been? You look guilty as hell. Hi. How you doing? Yeah? Okay.
Hey, you got something today.
What?
You got a box from Jeremiah.
I got a box from Jeremiah. Let's go open that. I'm going to grab some pipe. I got to put these for the thing. All right. We got mail from Jeremiah. Let's go check that out. Oh, it's heavy. Let's take it over here. Box from Jeremiah Duke. Isn't there like a pull thing? I think those are FedEx boxes. I open 1 million packages a week. I think I'd learn who has what.
The flat rate boxes have a pull one. This is a regional box.
This is a regional box. Oh my god, that may be a new record. That is so cool. Thank you, Mr. Duke. That is supremely badass. You want some electrical tape? You want a vinyl cookie? Check that out.
I think this squarely falls under if the postman only knew. One of your piles is shorter.
Story of my life. Genetics. "70 rolls of electrical tape." That is so cool. Thank you, Mr. Duke. That is excellent. And a hell of a lot of electrical tape. All right, this is all cheap, crappy electrical tape that is exactly what we needed for quarter winding. So this will all go to making crushed quarters. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, that wraps up the day. You guys have fun? That is today's Captain's Blog, which will be part of a much larger series, so we'll be back in just seconds for you and a whole day for me. You guys have fun, and see you next time.
You're a fuckhead.
So Batman!
What?
What's the word?
Putting the hood back on.
Does it work yet?
Maybe.
Maybe?
It's a surprise.
Good chance.
Sounds better. Smells funky.
You even got a check engine light.
Got to check engine light.
I think we've checked the engine.
Well, we removed a lot of things that no longer really need to exist in this truck, so some of those things activated the check engine light,
Yeah.
so it'll permanently be on. So
Well, you know how you
that
fix
with
it?
a piece of gaff tape, or
No, you just take the bulb out.
that's a lot more work. You got to take the entire dash off. I don't feel like doing that.
I'm sure you could find the electrical connector that goes to the
Yep,
particular
yep.
light real easily.
And it's probably controlled off the damn computer.
It's usually the fuse goes to something else that you need. Same thing with the beeper on the van. I wanted to take the beeper off, but it's kind of controlled with like the headlights or something like that.
Find the beeper itself, disconnect the wire.
Yeah, it's a lot of work though.
Oh, come on. Come on. Can't be that much.
Tearing out attachment.
I'm missing one of these. I need one more of those.
Alright, I'll find one more. As soon as I think that's able to pick itself up.
Almost. Kind of. If it comes crashing down on my head, I blame you. Oh, Chris, I talked with the folks at Stowley Robotics today.
Stowbley!
Stowley. And I found something interesting. The controller that controls that Stowley RX-60 robot that's down
The
there.
Marabot.
The Marabot? I blame you.
No, I'm gonna put a slow motion capture of that with your nose there. That's gonna be wallpaper material right there.
So, the controller that does the Marabot will also do Bert and Ernie.
Really?
Really?
Can we get 3 of them donated?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I contacted the rep for this area, and he should be giving me a call back soon.
Get him in the door, he will give you 3 of them. If he walks in a building and sees what we do, he will give you 3 of them.
I tend to agree with that.
Because they're all old robots. There's some sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It is an older robot. I checked on eBay, and they're pricey on eBay. A whole setup like that Marabot.
Yeah.
Controller, cables, whole shoot match, $10K.
Yeah.
So, the rest of it, you know, it's one of those things. We'll have to.
Alright, now it should stay up while I look for the one screw.
Yes. Yeah. So that's, you know, they're available. They do exist. The newer robots, the newer adapter robots have actually got the controllers built right into them. They're self-contained.
Oh, cool.
But this is an older version. And it was interesting. I was looking at the teach pendant for the Marabot,
Okay.
and it had the words "adept" on the teach pendant.
Okay.
I thought, that's interesting. I wonder why that is.
Staubley owns it all.
Well, I think back then they may have been the same company,
Okay.
or partnered.
one bought the other out, or something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. They may have been partnered together. I don't know.
Are they separate now?
They are separate now. So, but I do know that the controller does both of them.
Okay.
Does all three. It's a CX7 model.
Okay.
So we'll know more soon. By the way, the motorcycle runs fantastic. Had it out in the trails last night.
Cool.
Pulling some poor bastard with his Ford Super Duty, brand new Ford Super Duty. I mean, he didn't even have a new plate. He didn't even have a plate on it yet. Took it out there in the trails, buried it clean up to his axles, and he was probably half a mile in.
So let's see if it'll shut.
And so I get out there and took the bike out there, and I'm looking, and this is the same guy that pulled me out of the muck last year in a similar hole where I hydrolocked my engine. So fortunately, I knew him.
So karma.
I brought him a shovel.
You want to start it?
It's your truck. You start it.
Well, I was asking, for the video.
Next.
Either your battery's damn near dead or you got a bad electrical.
It's got the battery light on. I got to trickle charge it. The indicator's on and the...
I'll put on trickle charger overnight.
Yeah, I'll put the charger on it. It's down one more. Put the trickle on it. You gotta push it up.
Hold on, don't. Be careful not to let it slide. I've got it set.
Oh,
I
you
need
just gotta
to
tighten it.
lock it in place.
Sounds way better than it did.
Yeah.
It's a little louder, but I think the exhaust needs to tighten a little bit more. But honestly, no fucks.
Well, cool. Now we can get this out of here, and that frees up the bay.
Well, till Bill's wife's car goes on it.
I don't think that's going in here. I think they're going to Jack's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I got McPhee coming Saturday
Okay.
to work on his car and his girlfriend.
Oh, hey, tomorrow,
What?
you, me, and Dante are going to go out to Lowell. We got an adventure.
He's filled with junk.
Well, we may have to empty it in the morning.
I would recommend you get Dante cleaned out soon anyway, because I have a donation that requires Dante. That-
What is it?
I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is, and I guarantee that everybody will love it, and we'll probably never get any work done once I bring it over.
Dude, if it's a fucking pinball machine.
It's not a pinball,
Okay.
but it's along the same vein.
Okay. Well, we'll save that.
Not the skee ball machine.
No.
Yeah, not another. Oh, yeah.
Hang on. I gotta get off the edge for a minute. Get off the edge. Get off the edge. Fuck's the name?
I'll just stand here and hold the end of this desk. I don't mind. You still have the municipal declarations? You just palletize these things and burn them or something? Oh, these are nice desks. Heavy desks. I know. Set it down. Rotate.
On the right, and there's a bunch of doors, and you want
Step 2. D nest. I gotta stop smoking. I'm gonna push it forward.
Need a hand
Alright,
in
you
there?
and Steve grab that middle one while I hold this up. Kind of unslide it from each other.
Actually, you should just hold on a second. Help them.
Someone on the other end of that.
All right, I got it. Work it out.
Yeah.
Against the edge, hold on.
Grab onto something here.
Pass this guy.
You sound like I smoke.
It's leftovers from the dump this morning.
Yeah. No, I was hacking a bit before the dump.
What are you doing?
I thought you were helping to move it out.
I'm not gonna just pick it up by myself, though.
No, I'm trying to scoot it out so that I can. Greg it.
You really want to take that on your own?
No. That's why I didn't move yet.
Oh, this is a light one. There's no drawers or anything.
Hold on.
There we go. Bow, 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 wow.
That's what I feel like in this van sometimes.
This way a little bit, then we'll roll it up right here.
Electric can opener. Ha ha! Look at you.
Cookware for the cafe.
That's pretty. It is a gyro, but it isn't. It appears to be... There's a gyro here of sorts. Like, it's a gimbaled device, but it's not. It's...
Let's put 12 volts to it and see what it does.
I don't think it's that easy. But all our motors and such are down here. You know what this is?
An altitude count on the computer.
It's, yeah, but it's not a gyro. It is a mechanical computer. And by a very complicated series of gears and levers and whatnot and position recording, it does crazy math mechanically. That's really beautiful.
And you just took a sawzall to
And I
it.
just took a sawzall to it. It's okay. I've got several of them, and I wanted to open one up for display purposes. But this is going to be really cool, and we can take it off its base because I didn't damage anything doing that. I just cut the metal. We can take all these off and trace back the wires and figure out what wires go to what and how to make this move and operate. So that's really cool.
Where's Steve? He'll get a good
Oh
kick out
God,
of this.
Steve's gonna get a big nubbly one on that. All right, where's that dual gyro?